Perfect Turd Podcast, episode 218, Lamar, Jurassic Triangle.
Well, we're back with dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a while, and then we're also combining that with the Bermuda Triangle for some reason,
Yeah.
and British people.
No May Kelly or whatever. Like, I'm surprised not to see her.
She was busy. She was busy doing other things. She was, in what was it, Monsternado? So they couldn't get her. So
True.
Yeah.
Well, Lamar, what did we think of the story as our first category?
A lot of bad choices by the people because, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a group of people that are colleagues and they're going on like a group kind of building thing on an island or something like that. First of all, why do you have to go all the way out on a helicopter to an island? Well, we're going to talk about the fallacies of the story. But they get, sucked into this black cloud or black portal, and it throws them into this island that has dinosaurs, and they have to find their way off of it. But they run into other things and other people.
Other people that have been there, military people.
Yeah.
And then there's a plot twist that somebody knew about the portal, Lamar. And maybe purposely led them there. Here's the thing. On a piece of paper, it sounds like a good plot.
It does sound like a good B-movie plot, but go ahead. I think we're on the same page. Execution,
not so much. My big complaint with it was there was a lot of boring spots of just talking. Even when they were going to the island on the helicopter, it was a long-ass scene of them just talking about nothing happened. When stuff was going on, when there was the dinosaurs and the creatures, it was fun. All the other crap, it was awful. So.
It's like they would have long bouts of talking about stuff that had nothing to do with the island.
Yeah.
And it's like, when I was watching this, I thought about bad CGI gator.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very simple premise where they come across this gator, but they're like a small group of people just doing, being college kids and stuff like that. But it's like it's one purpose. With this, it's like, oh man, we're going here for a group building thing. We run into some other people. It's just like, you just need to go to the island and things happen.
Yeah. What are you giving it for story then?
I gotta give it a 0.
Give it a 0.
I gotta give it a 0.
I'm gonna give it a half because I like the premise of it, but the execution was terrible.
Man.
Anyways, we move on to our next category, which is the characters.
Too many.
I don't even know if it was too many as the problem was they were all boring.
That could have been it too, but it's like they had two teams going on 2 separate helicopters.
Yeah.
And then they both go into the void, we'll call it the void cloud.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh man, what is this? Blah, 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 blah. But then we get the long talks, and then going to your point, the characters. One used to be a doctor, but then they became an alcoholic. One was a pilot, and then something happened.
Yeah.
One was divorced, blah, blah. And it's like, why can't they just be like, we have to go here to find this thing?
And I think the only real tension between the characters, if I got this right, was because somebody stole somebody's girlfriend or something. Or something like that. But there wasn't like an assortment of characters. Like, you didn't have like the guy that was like real wild or whatever. You couldn't trust him or whatever. Like, none of that. It was just all flat characters together doing flat things.
And a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I give it a 0 for characters.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Well, our next category then, Lamar, is what do we think of the special effects?
For our purpose, I think for our purposes, let's just get this out of the way. Of course, it's a B movie. It's not going to be the best special effects.
Yeah.
I will give a pass to special effects that make me laugh. I think that's my new rule.
Yeah, yeah.
And these are bad CGI effects, but they're like hilariously bad. Like, there's one, a person is standing in front of a dinosaur. They get like something drips on them, and I'm like, what the crap? And then they just explode.
Well, no, that creature who wasn't a dinosaur, I think had the ability to make people explode with the sound of their screech. The scene of the movie for me was a guy waving, and all of a sudden, just the dinosaur comes and snatches him.
That was good
That was
too.
great. Also, what was hilarious was they were shooting guns. They had the fake muzzle flash, which I hate, but what made me laugh about it was they were shooting like this. They were like moving their hands around and stuff, but like no bullets were flying out of the thing. And like they were just, it was just hilarious. What do you give it?
Oh, I'm giving it a 1. It's
Yeah, I
great.
have to agree. Even with the fake muzzle flash, it was also funny that I have to give it a 1. Next category, Lamar, is what do we think of the creatures, the dinosaurs, and other assorted creatures?
Okay, this is Jurassic Triangle. So you think you're gonna see dinosaurs, but then they had like some randoms, like
Yeah,
some made up stuff. I don't know what you would call it. Like they had a Tyrannosaurus Rex and the pterodactyls.
they had Tyrannosaurus Rex, they had pterodactyls. I think they had a Triceratops as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a scene where that scene made me laugh too. They came upon the Triceratops, and their reaction was just kind of like, "Huh, we better get out of here," and they just walked away.
Yes.
And then, yeah, and like you said, then they have other creatures that have nothing to do with anything.
Well, the template just threw them in there
I
that they got
guess.
that they purchased.
Was there a
Yes.
spider, like a giant spider?
I don't think so.
I thought there was, but maybe not. But yeah, those other creatures that scream, which
Oh
I
yeah.
did we not see the same assets and creatures in the last movie that we
I
reviewed?
think we did. These movies were all made by the same people that were like, "Hey, I got this asset. I'll let you borrow it for like
Yeah.
$20."
What are you giving it for creatures?
I have to give it a half a point.
All right, I'll give it a half a point as
Oh,
well.
damn. Did I
I was
twist
gonna,
your arm there?
I was about to give it a 0. My problem with it is like the CGI was fun, but the creatures weren't. Like they didn't do
No,
like cool stuff.
they didn't.
They were
That's
just like the
true.
stock asset.
Follow your heart, Joe.
Yeah, I'll give it a half. Fuck it.
All right.
Our last category. Well, we know there's a lot of Jurassic Park movies. Do we want to see another Jurassic Triangle?
I don't think so. I think they screwed the pooch with this one. This could have been, it should have just stayed focused on something.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been like maybe like you said, like you have like different characters, like they're a military group, they got to find treasure or something like that. Or it's by happenstance, it's like a flight like goes into there and they're like all like, rich people having a party or something like that. This
Yeah,
movie was just all over the place.
it was all over the place, and it's like to do the same thing again, like the portal, because they left it off on a cliffhanger, I guess. Maybe not. I don't even know. I can't even tell what they were doing with the end there. But
Yeah.
like, there's the portal in the sky that brings people to the Forgotten Islands. So, ugh. What if the portal opened, Lamar, and the dinosaurs went back in time? So you have the dinosaurs from the present time go back in time and meet with the dinosaurs from the past. And they get into a big battle and they kill each other. And that's the reason why dinosaurs are extinct currently.
That's better than this fucking movie. That's a better plot. Like you use the assets better and everything. Like this movie did not live up to its potential.
So we have like a group of scientists that study dinosaurs and they're trying to figure out what exactly happened. Why did dinosaurs get extinct? So they create dinosaurs and they
Oh
send them
shit.
back in time, and those dinosaurs kill each other in a big battle, and then they realize they're the ones that created the extinction. It's a time loop.
Anything's better than what we got. I mean, it's just what it is, man.
So, what do you give it for sequel?
I give it 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0. Well, Lamar, we've tallied the score, and this movie gets a 1.75 out of 5.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You could have done some fun things with this. I did like the goofy effects.
Yeah.
You needed to add more
That
to
was
it.
fun.
Yeah.
Like when the movie started, the opening scene, I was like, "All right." I was like, "This is fun," and
Yes.
then that was mostly the end of my fun. And I was really looking forward to this movie.
I think we both were. I know the trailer. It showed
Yeah.
all the good parts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, it's out on digital if you care to see If you care not to agree with us, you could see it.
Yeah.
Does that wrap it up then, Lamar?
Yeah.
All right, Jurassic threesome
Oh
piece.
Lord. Well, the Deuces. Is that a better movie?
Yeah.
Oh
But I mean, if you're
God.
calling it a Jurassic Triangle, if you change it to Jurassic Threesome, at least you got something to draw people in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.